Vivek, and in this video I will show you how an iOS app can get JSON response from a Drupal8 site. Let's talk about Drupal stuff first. Okay, I have created a content type called a tip, and the tip basically has a title and body and a tag. A tag uses a taxonomy terms like Drupal, Linux, address, etc., for which I have also defined a vocabulary. After that, I have created a view that displays tip related to some specific tags like Linux or Drupal. I will recommend you, if you don't know how to create the view, then watch some tutorials on YouTube first and then come back to this video. Uh, Notice here that I have added REST export to my view. Okay, here is my view that shows tips related to the Linux only. So notice here that whatever you want to show you can set here by I want to show titles in post date, that is fine. Then you can have some filter criteria, like you want to only show the tips related to Linux, that is also fine, and you have to give a path for that. And permissions, very basic permissions, that view publish content so anyone can view this page. And this is REST export, by the way. You can, if you don't have already, you can get it from here. And in REST export, make sure that your serializer has giving the response in JSON format, and it has same permissions so that anonymous users can also see the content from that URL. And whatever you want to show with this path, you can set it here, like I want to show only fields, and that fields I want to show title for the tip and date created, and title I want in row output, because I don't want any hypertext around the my title. Okay. And whatever you want to show you can add from here, like you want to uh, show also node ID, then you can type NID and you can show that also. And it has same filter criteria, and then save it. If you everything is fine, you should get this kind of JSON response with your URL, which is shown here, like Drupal8 says traces Linux tips, and I have got all my tips and date created for it. Okay, that was the Drupal stuff. Now I will move to the Xcode, and in Xcode I have created one tab view controller that has navigation controller as its tab, and that navigation controller has table view controller. And this I'm not going to explain you the code, because you can get the code from this URL, my GitHub profile, and I have documented that code, and you can easily understand it. But basic concept is this class uses NSURLSession, latest API from the Apple, not latest but since iOS7, and it is replacement for the NSURL connection. And with NSURLSession, I will request for this particular URL, and this is stuff related to multi-threading, so that your main thread doesn't get blocked while this request is being processed. So it is much more speedy than normal one. And as soon as I get my data, I will set my these properties, and after that your table view controller delegate and data source method will take care of other things. So let's run it. Okay, it is taking some time to load. By the way, I want to also show that at this time this server is running, so we will not get any error. And let's just rebuild it. Okay, here we got all our tips, and if I refresh, it will load another new tips, and the same tips are here. Back to site. Okay, Linux tip. The latest tip is what is command, and the same is here. What is the what is command? By the way, I have not given here any segue. Okay, so let's add a new tip, dummy tip to the Drupal, and I will do by content and add content tip and dummy tip dummy. BUMMY. And here is important. I will add it like Drupal7 publish. Nothing more fancy. Below. Here we go. But what if in such situation that your site can't connect to the system, then it will certainly throw an error. So I'm stopping my Apache web server and trying to, oops, we get an error. So okay guys, I will also recommend you to read this URL loading system guide provided by Apple. It gives a lot more information about NSURLSession, NSURL session data task, upload task, raise task, and in further videos I will try to show content for this tip, and possibly if I can create tip from my iOS device and post it to the Drupal site. Thanks.